Greetings. African tradition has a way of belief, a belief system that is very strong against the cause of problems. Many problems that we have as people are not spoken about. Whenever you don't speak about a problem that you have, you give the problem power to live amongst you as the elephant in the room. The elephant that sits there in the background literally as something that serves as impossible. Basically, the creature, you cannot push it out the door because it cannot even fit through the door. So it is just something that is in the room, but we have no idea how to get it out. We have no idea how to literally push the creature out of the room. So now we find ourselves stuck with this problem. So most people, when they find a problem like this, they generally just act like it doesn't exist. Yeah, just ignore it. Maybe it will go away by itself because we're definitely not going to demolish this house just to get an elephant out. But the fact of the matter is, it's in the room. So now the catharsis to actually consider is to basically find a way to get it out the room. But not everybody is willing to entertain that idea. Therefore, so the only one whose problem it's gonna be is whoever the one who cares about it. The one who cares about the problem should come up with a solution to get rid of it. Others do not care, therefore they do not consider actually doing something about the problem. So with this limited care from this one being, he has to find a way to get the elephant out of the room. He has to find a way because he was chosen. He feels called to it. This is the power of passion. Sometimes when you're passionate about a certain problem, you actually find a way to solve it. Your heart speaks of a way, then your mind applies a strategy, then you follow through. This is how the whole act of being spiritually inclined allows you to pull energy from the unseen into the seen, from spirit to physical, to be able to transmute the whole problem like an elephant in the room, and move it out. How we do that? By talking on it. No problem that stays silent ever actually gets solved. If it is not talked about, then there is no movement towards solving it. But sometimes talking about it is not necessarily the solution because you might actually find that you have a narcissist to talk to, and that narcissist generally is not willing to listen. What is the alternative? What do you do? Because if somebody's not willing to talk about it and it takes two to tango, then what are you gonna say to them? What are you gonna say about it? And you realize, like, okay, then you have to act about it. Because if speaking is the first course of action, then being able to act on what you spoke upon is the second course of action as well. So when you actually see this course of action play out and realize, like, when you speak on the thing and nothing gets done about it, then you have to be about it. Because the next course of action is action. You spoke about it, now be about it. Then you apply your will towards finding a solution. Sometimes your will is just to talk about it, like, yo, there is this elephant here, but not to ears that don't hear. Apply your guides. These people that are here to guide you, these angels, these beings that are transcendent and here to guide you. Talk to them, see them in the room. Use your eye. See them in your room. See them in your space. Talk to them. Engage. Yes, what is this problem that we keep on facing? So many times everybody keeps crying about the same problem. How can you solve it? Where is the solution? What are they not seeing? What am I not seeing? Constantly question the boundaries of your reality. Question what's really happening about this thing, and actually ask deeply, like, what is going on here? If there's something that is unsolved and unresolvable, we need to like move these mountains. We need to figure out some way to actually get this problem out of here, yeah? We're tired of this problem, huh? So we must find a way to get it out of here. hmm Then somebody in the room might be like, why don't we eat it? And we're like, what? He's like, why don't we eat the elephant? That'll get it out of the room. And uh, some of us being against eating such a great giant, we be like, uh, good suggestion, good suggestion. We'll put it up as possible ways. Anyone else? Anybody else? Then all of a sudden, a huge bang goes as the wall falls over. When we turn to look, the elephant heard the guy say, why don't we eat it? Why don't we eat the elephant? Of course, the elephant would get that they are talking about him. So obviously, he does what he can, and he just bursts through the wall, running out for his life. Then all of a sudden, there's no elephant in the room anymore. Sure, a whole huge wall has been burst through, but at least there's no elephant. And we didn't even have to move a muscle. Besides the vocal cords, we basically just had to breathe and speak about the elephant in the room and let him find his way out. Simply. Wait, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about a different elephant. It's a different one, I swear. Uh, wait, wait, okay. It's a different one, I swear. Okay. Nothing too weird. You can go and walk out. Yeah. So yeah, guys, the best way is just to be able to find a way to communicate about it. If the way we was communicating about it is not effective and people are not willing to listen, and you have to be about it, you know. You have to actually stand by the boundaries that you set within your private self, your private time. Like literally set them inside your heart. Actually set them and mean it. Then stand. Stand like a tree. You see them coming at you with axes, coming at you with arrows, knives, but stand like a tree with your roots planted firm, looking towards the horizon, looking forwards for what God has said before you. What He said was actually His message. What He said actually was gonna do the things that need to be done. Because that's the whole problem. That's the whole paradigm that we're facing. Is that we sometimes lack faith in what can happen, how positive can come from this negative situation. But at the times, we just have to actually be positive. When we speak about things, we have to be positive. We must never speak about how impossible it is. Because every time we say the word impossible, we're saying I am possible. See how that's like a mistruth. It's a lie. So when we speak about these problems, we have to be honest and say what is being what is being what is being shown to before us. How can we address this problem? How can we address this problem? Is there any possible solution that we're not seeing? Is somebody not looking at a possible angle? Because if we have to get an elephant out of the room, we have no problem. We have no choice but to actually find a way, mangs. Because that elephant is eventually gonna move to the kitchen. Imagine an elephant ravaging your fridge, ravaging your cupboards. Because for him to move around, some of the furniture will have to move or break. Most likely break because he's not gonna be caring. Unless he's a gentle elephant. You know, they are gentle giants. Elephants turns out elephants find humans to be adorable. They see you the same way you see a puppy. They find you adorable. Maybe that's why he was in the room. He just wanted to see his adorable friend. See his adorable friend, how they are being, how they are doing in life, you know. But the elephant is still in the room, and we have to find a way through that. Ask him, what's up, elephant? Why are you in the room? Maybe he tells you that, oh, I just wanted to, catch a show and I'll be out. And be like, alright, we accommodate you, we acknowledge you though. Don't let the elephant just step in the room unannounced. He's gotta step up and announce his purposes, announce why is he in your property? What is he doing on your land? Is this a friendly visit? Is it an announcement of war? These are relevant questions. You have to ask him, like, what's up, elephant? What are you doing here, man? And then that elephant will come up and say his business. He must state his business. Because hey, this whole not having boundaries thing is really, really getting old. Yo, it's gotten old. God damn. You gotta have boundaries around your spaces, around your energy, around how you'd like things to be. Because whenever those boundaries are set, it's a conversation between you and God. It's a conversation between you and the universe. You basically are both actually stating what you would like to happen and actually sticking by the actions and the notions of how it must be carried about. And this is very important because whenever these are not set, there can be intrusions and boundary breakings that happen, causing your progression upward to actually stagnate and have problems. So it's best to it is a wise idea. You ever found that you have a problem, but then you cannot talk about it? And when you cannot talk about it, what did you do? You see what I'm saying? The only way we have is to actually talk about it. Sometimes it's not talking about it with the people. Sometimes it's talking about it with God. God Himself. Yeah. Give it to the Almighty, the creator of the universe. Creator of all. Creator of atoms. Creator of molecules. Why don't you give it to Him? See how he handles it. Just give it to Him. Just be like, state, I got a problem like this. I don't know what to do. My mortal mind, my limited perception, my limited capacity prevents me from seeing the problem, seeing the solution. How would you handle it, Creator? How would you handle it, Father God? And then He answers you. Yeah, He answers. Because as you pray, you're gonna put yourself in His perspective. And I'll see it from His point of view. If you're praying truly from your heart, you're gonna see it from His point of view and see how significant your problems are from the eyes of God. I love you.